here. We've got a special little video series for you. We're going to be running throughout the month of September. We're here on Hobbs Farm and we are doing a 10,000 cow challenge. That means we are going to try to take care of 10,000 cows. Now, before anybody out there says, well, I've done 1,000,000 on my farm and I'm playing single player, do remember that we have been running this server since March. And we're playing in hard mode. We are cheating in no money. Everything has been paid, bought and paid for. So all the 10,000 cows have been purchased legitimately. And with crops set to slow, like I said, the game set to hard. We've been doing 5,000 cows for the last couple of months. And we had a little bit of a break in there. Let me tell you, we could hardly, with a player count of 16 at times, 16 people could hardly put a dent in 5,000. So I don't know what the hell we're thinking going to 10,000. But that's the challenge this month. And I figured it'd be a great excuse to get a few extra farming videos on our channel. So that's what we're going to be doing and seeing if we can keep these girls happy so that they can make us more money. So for starters, this is what we're looking at that we're dealing with right now. Basically, on this map, everything on the left is all your crops that are in storage and basically things that we're going to sell to get cash. On the right-hand side, you have the important things for taking care of cows and for this challenge. And the first one, of course, you can see the grass. We basically don't have any grass left. Just a couple days ago, we had 4 million of grass and like 4 million of straw. Our silage is sitting at 6 million. We're doing a little bit okay there. Forage is, of course, the mixed rations, which we don't really store because they eat it as fast as we can make it. And the chaff, we don't, for some reason, I guess we do have some chaff in storage, but we should probably get that taken care of, probably get that out of there. And then we've got our wood chips, which is not relevant for this either. So if anybody's wondering, this again is Hobbs version 1.4, Hobbs Farm version 1.4. And yes, if you've noticed, it may not look different from the Hobbs if you're playing because they're up to like, shoot, at least 1.5 or 6, 7, 8, I don't even know, I haven't kept track. This is 1.4 and there's been lots of editing that has been done to it on my behalf. I've done a lot of editing to it to make it work better for what we're trying to do. So this is just the one that we run, so it's a lot of fun. It's a good map. And we've been doing it again since March. So if you're no stranger to our Twitch live streams, this map and what we've been doing here, you've seen it, you know what we're up to. And if you haven't checked out our twitch.tv/GunninGamerz, get over and do so ASAP because you're missing out on a ton of fun. Every Sunday, we're farming. So this is going to be the challenge. I told everybody before we're done with Hobbs, of course we're getting ready to wrap things up here. We're less than, what, 2 months from farming 17? And so basically the challenge is going to be, can we keep up with 10,000 cows? And in the past it's been very questionable. Granted, we haven't played on the server every day, but there's been times that we've had quite a big group of people on, and the 5,000 seems to definitely be getting out of control at times. So there's no telling if we're going to be able to do it, but that's the way we do things around here. We go crazy and extreme, and then we see kind of where we're at. And even if we fail, we still have fun doing it. We still have fun failing. But I was interested because I think the map could probably support 10,000, but it's questionable whether we can keep up because you literally need, I'd say, a minimum of 4 or 5 people daily. With some days when you have big harvests, you'll need the 10 to 16 players just to keep up. Now I think if we had 10 to 16 people playing on here all the time, I don't think there'd be any question. I think we'd be able to keep up to the 10,000. And I think we'd actually be able to see what this map could produce. I think it would be a little bit closer to maybe we'd be able to keep up, but maybe the map wouldn't. Maybe there wouldn't be enough crop area. And here's basically the map right here. And you can see the field sizes. I mean, we've just driven down a little piece of 12. I mean, the fields are very big. It's a 4 times map.
There's a lot of crops. There's a lot of crops on here. It takes a while. Like, I wouldn't want to farm this map by myself. I think that'd be a little bit overwhelming. Although it's a very easy map to farm because of how flat it is. This map is all about high production. Dropped the map there, but it's not so much about the graphical beauty. It's not a bad looking map. I've added some trees to kind of spice it up a little bit here and there, but it's all about high production. So it's a great map to try the 10,000 cows. And what we're doing right here is picking up some much needed grasses you've seen. And the word is some of the people playing on the server, and if you're wondering who's playing on the server, basically our Twitch subscribers have been invited. It's a private server, but our Twitch subscribers have been invited to come in and help, and they've been doing so since we started the map back in March. We've had it open most of the time. We had a few breaks where we shut the server down and went on to a different map and this, that, and the other. But so the Twitch subscribers are coming on here to help, and they have kind of given me word on our Steam group. We have a Steam discussion board for this map, and they've said that we need to grass in the rest of field 12. We'll drop the HUD there, and you can see, let's zoom out, gives you a little bit better idea. So we've grassed in half of 12, and I mean, look at it. It's a big field. Basically, the way that our farm is laid out, if you go over to fruit types, we've done grass, and 13 is just a massive field. So we've got 13 up here, grass, 14 and 4. And this is kind of I always call it the lower part of the map, because you're kind of going down a hill to get to it. But it's at the top of the map. So anyway, we've done this all in grass, and then this was all of our crop area out here. Everything was crop. We were running short on grass with 5,000 cows, so a few months ago, before we took the big break on the map here, we basically grassed in half of 12, and now they're saying, you know what, we need to do the whole thing of 12. So I'm going to pick this grass up today, and I think that's going to kind of be what we're going to get at, is to grass in 12, because we can always till it back up and turn it to crop, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Now, how this worked is we kind of were doing corn over here, and we were doing cereal crops on these 3 fields, and then these 2 fields, even though they're planted in cereal crop, traditionally we split this field in half. That's why there's grass going down the middle. One side was sugar beet and the other potato. No specific order, but we were doing sugar beet and potato because we have beef and pig on this map. But I guess we were a little bit short, and they just went ahead and planted those in, and that's okay too. So, which we might have to do. We're not really focusing so much on our pigs and our beef. I mean, look at these things. We just bought 1,000 of them a few months ago, and they just keep multiplying like crazy. I don't even know if they're being fed. Yeah, it looks like they are. People are still feeding them, and they just keep producing. And right now we've got 2,400 pigs to haul to the slaughter, and 1,438 of the beef. And remember, our truck hauls 90 at a time. We've got 2 trucks. So, I mean, that's an all-day thing. Jumping back over to here, though, this is what we're looking at with the cows. A few days ago, we basically were sitting at $0. During the live stream when we bought the 10,000 cows, we also changed out some of the case tractors that we had pulling these forage wagons and upgraded to the Fendt here because it is a lot faster getting around. And we basically ran our account down to, like, there was like, actually it went in the negative on Sunday. Now, as I stated before, remember, everything on this farm has been paid for. When we started this farm out, we brought $14 million to this farm from another map that we played to buy some equipment. It really didn't buy us much of anything. And playing in hard mode, we not only made that $14 million back, but we actually took $30 million a few months ago out of this server. We took $30 million out of this server, and we brought it over to Gelvin to get Gelvin going, which, by the way, Gelvin is like $1 million in the hole right now. So even that money's been spent over there. But this server has everything. Everything's been paid, and it gave $16 million out more than what we put into it. So we actually ran in the hole on Sunday's live stream, and I kind of told everybody not to worry, because as soon as the milk sold at midnight, we'd be back in the clear, and now it's been only a few days and we're up to $6 million again. $6 million in just a couple of days. Absolutely crazy how much money in milk. Again, in hard mode. I can't even imagine in easy. So basically what we're going to go ahead and do is keep working on this field, getting it picked up. And you know, these videos will be relatively short throughout the month of September. We're going to do a couple, kind of letting you know on the progress of where we're at with our 10,000 cow challenge. And you know, we'll probably have a few that includes some of the subscribers to our Twitch channel that'll be in here helping. So we'll kind of just see how things go. You can always check our progress. Usually on Sundays, we'll be in here on most of the Sundays through September. We're going to be closing this map and this server on the 25th of September so we can go back to our Gelvin. At that point, we'll be starting up some Gelvin vids and also, of course, live streaming to get ourselves back in the positive. Gelvin is an extremely difficult map. They have actually changed the amount you get paid for different things, so we're $1 million in the hole, and with solo mod, the whole 9 yards over on that server, it is absolutely just a crazy challenge to see, you know, to just, I mean, I can't even imagine starting that map from nothing, but it's a lot of fun. It's one of the most beautiful maps that I've seen. Actually, it may be the most beautiful map that I've seen in Farming 15. So those videos will be out probably end of September, and we'll have a few into October. And that's going to be basically our challenges to finish out Farming 15. And yes, we will be doing some more chore logs. So you will get to have a couple more of those, hopefully, coming out to finish up that series as well. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this grass, and we're going to get it picked up, and then we're going to probably grab a planter and one of the other fine tractors we have here to grass in field 12. And before I forget, I'm dumping some of that into storage, that grass, and then I realized I think a couple of our mixing stations, yeah, there's one that's empty, two, basically three. It looks like 3 of the mixing stations are completely empty, so we're going to have to get those filled up. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so we're going to have to we'll put the grass in the mixing stations. So that's our 15 mixing stations, and a couple of people felt that we may need more mixing stations. I kind of think we just need to keep those ones filled and empty them more often. I think that may be a better solution, but with 15 mixing stations, we definitely have room to put, I'd say, at least 5 more, which we may do. That would bring us up to 20. Yeah, I just had to go and count them to make sure I was telling you the right thing. There are 15 of them here. It's been so many months. I think back in, like I said, March when we got this server up and going, we threw them all down, but we might have to go ahead and throw a couple more in. That'll kind of help with the production. So this is definitely the most crazy thing. The most cows we ever did in Farming 13, or 2013 rather, was doing 5,000 on Westbridge. And of course, Westbridge is nowhere near the size as this map, but that was quite a challenge. Alright, well that's the rest of the grass right there. We've got that field picked up. We're going to go ahead and dump this in the mixing station, and then we'll come back with the grass planter and grass in this part of the field, and that way it'll be ready to cut in a couple more days, and then we'll have to move on to knocking some more crops down. Looks like we've got a field of wheat right over in the distance there, and we're gonna have to get some straw off of there because we're out right now. Alright, well, we've got our John Deere over here with the Amazon 15001, which, by the way, is making a comeback in Farm 17 as vanilla equipment. For some reason, we had it in Farming 2013, and they did not include it in Farming 15. We carried it over because it is a nice planter. The only reason why we use it on Hobbs Farm is it's the only planter that we have to do grass, because we don't want people accidentally be doing grass, and since we rarely, pretty much never, obviously put grass fields in, we don't really use it. But it's out today in the field, obviously be the last time, and we're gonna just get started filling in the field. It's going to take a little bit because I've only got the one right now. I probably could pick up another one and have someone jump on the other side, but we'll get it done. It won't take too much time. Alrighty folks, we just got that field all done. It's all grassed in, so hopefully that'll help us with keeping things going on the grass side of things. We've got a couple of fields already that are ready to be cut, and we did a big cut on Sunday, so we've got a little bit of feeding as far as the mixed rations go. And basically we don't ever do silage and grass. I think that was put in there accidentally, and of course that'll be burned up in like no time, like within the day. We are really down. I think at the beginning of the video even this was up like closer, a lot more than this, so it's dropping quite a bit, and they're gonna be out in no time at all. So we're gonna have to get some more mixed rations being made. And we're going to keep these videos short. I mean, this is really going to be just several little parts, and we'll keep you updated on our progress. Of course, if you like the longer videos and things like that, really watch all the action happen, I'd really highly recommend that you tune in to our live streams over on twitch.tv/GunninGamerz every Sunday night. We're in here just hammering away, usually for about 4.5, 5 hours, 6 hours sometimes, doing all the different jobs that need to be done. So we definitely need to get some more crops put in, get some crops taken out, get our straw and all those sorts of things. And it's just one thing at a time. It takes quite a bit of time. So we'll be back next time. I guess we'll call this one episode 1, and then we'll have episode 2. I don't know what we'll be working on, just more of the same, trying to get crops to those cows. That's the name of the game. Keep them fed, keep them making money. 10,000 cows, that's the challenge. And I want to mention too real quick that we don't use any helpers. There are no helpers being used at all. No AI, no follow me mod, none of that. Every job on every server, and this is the way it's been the last 2 years, is been done by a human player. So it makes it really a big challenge. If we used a bunch of helpers, we could have, 10, 12, whatever different people out there doing the jobs, or AI I should say, out there doing the jobs, and we get things done a lot quicker. But no, everything's done by a human player. So we'll keep you updated, keep you in the loop on what's going on. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. And until next time, take care.